Dark greetings, everyone. Here we are, still playing Resident Evil, making our way through the game much faster than if I was actually doing the gameplay.
Yeah, I'm kind of slipping into the Matrix here and trying to remember. Although I am making far more mistakes than I normally would if I was just playing on my own. I'm running into zombies all over the place.
That's because I'm distracting you with pointless waffle.
I see what you mean when oh, I can't carry this bit of wood.
It's because you've got too many herbs.
I'm gonna have to
blaze it.
I'm gonna have to combine these herbs. This
is nice rolling paper.
This basil, which is basil if you're from across the pond. Yeah, we're just gonna combine the herbs onto the
in this nice little rolling paper here.
That's not.
So speaking of the
rolling
Matrix.
Paper.
Yeah, so speaking of the Matrix,
yeah,
I would like to talk to you about when we worked at a holiday park, and in particular, though there was a connection in my brain,
right? Okay.
Because I was specifically thinking about mascots, so doing mascot work.
Right. What? I'm still confused. Just continue.
Right, because. I do have a line of thought, right? So,
is it like one of those really long ones that you just went from point to point to point?
I'll probably remember it at the end of this video. Be like, wait, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
So, we worked at a popular family holiday park.
That shall remain nameless.
I'm just trying to think of alternative names for the group of mascots. We'll call them the gang.
Ooh.
So when you get to the park, and you're trained about mascots, so you're doing party dances. I'm sure everyone knows what a mascot suit is, but you know those massive suits that are normally animals with a giant head on them, and there's just someone inside walking around, whatever.
No, there isn't.
Or are they? This is actually I was going to talk about like the red pill kind of thing of working in a holiday park, okay, right? So you get there and you're like, wow, okay, so it's the entertainers that are in these suits as you learn, and so first of all you're like, where's Daffy the Duck? That's I know Daffy Duck is a character, but it's not the character.
That's safe. You can
just
use
assume that all of these names I've just made up off the top of my head here. So Daffy the Duck. So you're like, okay, so I'm going to go and get the Daffy the Duck mascot suit and get in it, and everyone is like, no, you're going to get your friend Daffy, who's going to go on stage. And you're like, yeah, I'm going to get in the suit. No. You're going to get your friend Daffy. And so what it is it's a very, very hard rule at this park where you are never, ever, ever to anyone to acknowledge that the mascots aren't real. Even to an adult, especially to a guest. Parents ask people, oh, so who's in Daffy the Duck today? And you have to just look them straight in the eye and go, what do you mean? Daffy's a duck?
Yeah.
And they get so mad at you because they're like, okay, yeah, but really now, who is it? And you're like, you're not even allowed to acknowledge that they're suits.
Yep, you cannot. So one kid had worked out that Santa wasn't real and was like trying to press me for it, and I was like, no, definitely not. That is a real duck. But like, I wasn't very convincing about it, so they took that as confirmation.
Yeah.
And then they ran and told another person who worked there, and then they came over and gave me a bollocking. And I was like, I said all the things I'm supposed to say. I just didn't say it in the tone.
I got in trouble once because Tasha, hello Tasha, wrote me she wrote me a letter. Startling. She sent a letter to me for fun while I was there, and she addressed it to Kaylee Daffy Duck surname.
Oh right, yeah.
And
oh no.
And I was in so much trouble because you have the other staff at the park, the receptionists and whatever, leisure staff and all that. and you're not even allowed to acknowledge to them, people who work there, that the mascots aren't real either. So she accidentally outed me for which one I normally was to the receptionist, so they knew. So, and it was a sackable offence as well. Do you remember that? They took it so seriously.
Yeah.
And where I was going to say this is like a red pill situation is you find it really weird when you first get... Do you remember your first day backstage where people are... there was a couple that worked there. They were arguing as they were getting into the suits. They had everything but the heads on. So let's say one of them is a massive duck, the other one is a horse, right? They're having a really bad argument, and then as soon as the heads were put on, they stopped talking to each other, and their mannerisms changed, the body language changed. They went out on the stage, did their thing, came back, took the heads off, resumed. But when the heads went on, they were completely different people. Like they were those characters. And it's so bizarre to you initially, and then the next thing you know, you find yourself you're like, oh, I'm just off to get my friend Daffy. Yeah, I'm hanging out with Daffy today. Like, and you're talking like that to each other, to the other entertainment staff that know. Yeah. It's
because it has to be. Oh no! Oh, I didn't grab it. Because it has to be a habit.
Yeah.
You can't let it slip out. So
it's like swearing there.
Yeah.
You can't even say, oh, for God's sake. So everyone in front of the guests at all times are like, although no, it's actually not like swearing, because whereas you do start referring to the mascots as if they're people and just people on the team with you, I found that backstage was where you'd hear the worst language known to man, because everyone is so squeaky clean all of the time.
Yeah.
It all comes out as soon as you're away from the guests.
Yeah, you're like a contained ball of rage that's to like just expel. It's like just wait a minute. It's like you build up so much frustration, you expel everything, you get it out of your system, and then you go back. You just turn on the switch and go, "Hi guys, how's it going?"
Yeah, I just want to say, in my years of working there, I personally think that you, Michael, were the best Daffy the Duck that ever was.
Okay, it wasn't. Let's get more specific. So it was a more I'm trying to be.
It was a flamboyant bird.
It was a flamboyant,
female,
more feminine, that was like diva-esque and needed me to work those hips.
Yeah.
And when it went on, when the the suit went on, it was like, here we go. That's me.
Was fabulous.
That's me. All over.
My favourite moment, I think, of you working at the park at all.
I know exactly what it was.
So you have every character has their own walk-on music. So you'll have like the entertainer who's hosting the event will be like, okay, everyone put your hands together and give a big warm welcome to Daffy the Duck, and then the music comes on, and then you make your grand entrance. And the grand entrance for Daffy the Duck was very it was very diva.
Yeah.
It was, yeah. So
it's very Beyonce.
Yes, it was.
Was it actually Beyonce? It was it?
No.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
So the music comes on, and the host, who is very serious about his hosting,
very serious,
is like looking off into the wings, looking a bit irritated. He's like, okay, Daffy's feeling a bit shy. Let's try again, boys and girls. Put your hands together. Da da da. Music comes back on. There's no Daffy. But we can see the host like looking off to the side, looking real mad. I'm like, what is happening? And what was happening, which was clear like 2 seconds later, was Daffy was stuck in... There were two lines of curtains, and Daffy was stuck in one. And the thing you have to understand when you put these mascot heads on is your visibility is incredibly limited, and it was the worst. That out of like the 5 at this particular park, Daffy the Duck's vision, you have no peripherals because of the beak. So like if you try and imagine that your eyes are in the beak of this head, and then the rest of the head is like above your head. and the beak goes down into a point, so you can't see. It's like it's like looking through a keyhole.
Yeah.
So Daffy is stuck in the curtain.
And you're in the dark as well. Yeah, you're behind the curtain.
Yeah, it's dark in the wings. So Daffy's stuck in the curtain, doesn't know why or what they're stuck on. And all you could see from the audience was this beak protruding, like coming in and out of the curtains. And that's all. And the host didn't seem to like understand.
No, it was not helpful.
The Daffy was stuck. See, I'm still doing it now. The Daffy was stuck.
Daffy was stuck.
Yeah. Oh gosh, it was so fun. I fell over in one of those on my first time wearing during a party dance, and my foot fell off. And I didn't know what to do.
Oh no!
I was just what the host that was with me like quickly put it back on before anyone saw my human foot.
I bet the parents were laughing their asses off.
I defy anyone to put on shoes that are like 20 times the size of your normal feet, and but by the end of the season, you can like skip and dance and sprint in those things. Like you get used to it. Oh, it's so much fun.
Oh my god.
I feel a bit like I've betrayed the park by talking about the mascots just for the fact that we've admitted that there are people in the mascots.
It almost feels like the I was about to say the name. The
police.
the police of said park are about to come wee-wooing up the street because we've done this.
I do
not
feel bad.
When the episode goes out, but now during the recording. They're quick. They're on it.
They can hear you everywhere.
I don't need to be in the box. I need the serum. Oh god, if I let Richard die because of this, I gotta be super quick.
So where are you in the game? I haven't been paying attention for any of these segments.
It's okay. Story-wise, we're in the same place. We're exploring the house. So I'm basically on my way to oh god. I'm collecting some masks. I haven't picked any of them up yet, but to leave the mansion we need 4 masks and
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like the 4 mascots.
Yeah, exactly. This
Daffy, is that you?
Oh my god, I'm so scared. I can't I'm making mistakes I would never make. So this actually works out really well. It makes it
I'm a bad omen.
No, it's just because I'm trying to concentrate on 2 things at once. It is quite tricky actually doing this, talking about stuff and playing a video game at the same time. One game that takes a lot of concentration.
So have you seen The Omen?
No.
Okay, well that's a short conversation. Have you seen The Exorcist?
Oh, you're gonna start slapping the shit out of me right now, but no.
I said that almost as a funny joke. You haven't seen The Exorcist?
No.
I mean, it did come out like 20 years before you were born.
Yeah, that's no excuse though.
But
I've seen Alien.
Wow, you haven't seen The Exorcist.
Yep. That's something I need to put on. That's gotta go. That's first of my homework list now. It's public.
Well,
we put it on the video.
As someone who actually cares about plot and stuff, I think that you will enjoy it.
Yeah.
A common complaint that I see about it in these days, kids these days find it too long and slow. But I argue that you need all of the stuff, all the build up.
Yeah.
For it to be a convincing plot.
Here, Richard.
I think it's one of the best films ever made, personally.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I put it right up there. It's a work of scary art.
Is it better than Resident Evil Afterlife?
Well, I mean, now you're asking.
I'm asking the real questions.
Ooh, that was a sizzler.
I love how this poor guy. I mean, it was worse. This was funnier in the original. It was this guy that had like, so you know how like a snake has 2 main fangs?
Yeah.
I was gonna say teeth.
Some tooths.
Some tooths. Right, this guy in the original, his torso had like 20 like fang-sized holes in him, and he was saying, "I think the snake was poisonous. Ouch!" It's like, the poison is the least of your worries, but
yeah, you're bleeding to death.
Yeah, you've been like stabbed by giant bloody
fangs.
Like, like icicles almost. Let's see. I should have started shooting sooner.
Whoa, I don't. Those are webs, and I don't care for that.
That really confuses me that it's webs.
Yeah, they look good too on this version.
Yeah. Okay, this... Right. I'm gonna go grab this, and then I'm gonna head down to a save point, because we haven't saved at all.
Wow, you were throwing caution to the wind there.
And I'm gonna have to do that right now, because I didn't get the bloody stupid lighter, did I? So, bye.